The Hello and welcome. We're going to get into another video, and today we have the streamer, the caster, notRob May, joining me today to talk about the next season update, moves and switch timer, nerfs and buffs, and some pep talk here and there about the what you should be focusing on and what you should be forgetting about. Rob, how are you? Yeah. I don't know about fixing the game because I played today and I rage quit the stream because of like the amount of frame drops I had. But yeah, positive news is like there is an entire new update about the thing. Everything you've played probably is actually got nerfed. So hopefully you didn't invest anything in this season. Everything you didn't invest in is actually becoming a meta, and so far, the biggest and the main thing, if we go through the news about the Go Battle League next season, the switch timer will be changed from 60 to 50 seconds. I don't know if you guys were around, but which season was it, Rob? Season 7? Yeah, it was April Fool. Yeah, it was an April Fool where they did 30-second switch, and it was the best change they have ever did. And just as everything Niantic do, they insta reverted. It's like, okay, this thing is no longer available. You guys liked it, we're taking it away. So we get it back, but in 50 seconds instead of 60. So what does this do? Basically makes the game less RPS, as you can explain to us, Mr. Rob. Yes. Yes. Okay. Yes, this bar. Wait. Okay. Okay. So I don't know what's happening here. So what are these numbers? Like, what is this? Okay. What is this 30? Number of matchups? What does the number 30 means? Okay. So with almost 30 meta matchups go to 60-second, which mean most of the matchups actually go to 60 seconds. So if we make that 50-second, what does that mean? I actually have an example. Sableye to Azu. If you throw two charged moves, Azu throw two charged moves, before they get to the third Ice Beam, you can switch out. And your Sableye will be half HP. Like, that's as an example. Where, like, if it's 60-second, they have to throw a play rough in order to be able to switch out. Yeah. Yes. Yes, it was only Great League. That was back when Wither Ball was a busted move, so everyone was just running three Pokemons, every Pokemon with Wither Balls or Body Slams. And Body Slam is, yeah, what, and Psycho Boost. Yeah, exactly. DD was actually the best. DD and Politoed were like everywhere. Everyone was running like DD Politoed. Bad matchup, you just spam charge moves and you get the hell out in like 30 seconds. So basically, like we have 30 matchups. Most of them are meta, and they almost go to 60-second. Which mean if it becomes 50, you'll be able to switch out and you can save your Pokemon from getting... so we might come to a situation where, like, if you spam two charge move, you shield two charge moves, you can still swap out. This, like, helps in matchups like a Dragonair and in neutral matchups where Dragonair is capable of throwing three charge moves. Dragonair into Azu is one of the common ones where, like, they might be able... I think you need the Azu to throw three charge moves in order to be able to switch out, but it will be more dynamic than it is. I think that's like the best description. The game will be much more dynamic than more like not currently, like it's more alignment dependent in some situations because you can't just switch out. Exactly. Yeah. Yes. Exactly. Exactly. Like, yes. So it will be like a more dynamic. Like I remember back in the days we were like everyone was like the game is more dynamic than like it's a straightforward like alignment dependent. So I think like for now I think this is just like like the best description we could like describe the game. It's like slightly more dynamic, less alignment dependent, but like alignment still going to be there as Rob just mentioned. If you have a mud slapper into a flyer, there is nothing you could do. If you have Machamp and you shadow Machamp into a Wigglytuff, you still get to lose, even if the switch timer is basically, as long as the switch timer more than 15 seconds, it won't change anything. So that's like for the main thing, which is update the combat system. Now moving into the attack changes, Rob. Rock slide 75 to 65. Uh, it was nerfed in the past. This is the second nerf for Rock Slide. Rock Slide used to be good, then it became average. Now it's we we're talking about less than 1.5 DPE. So I don't know. Like that's just not good. That's not good. So Duns, yeah, 75 damage. It was like just like the average. It used to be I think 85 or 80. No, before the nerf. Yeah, original. I think yeah, it was 80 or 85, and then they made it 75. Like back when it was 85, G-Fisk would destroy Skarmory. And then when they switched to 75, G-Fisk would need 3 Rock Slides to KO Skarmory or Mandibuzz. So they made Mandibuzz able to win the 1. I think Mandibuzz can even win the 0 now against G-Fisk. Yeah. 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 It's stupid because like that was a win con back in the days. You just swap jump love, and they always whenever they see grass, they go to Charizard or Talonflame, and then you have Rock Slide to beat them. But now it's not gonna happen. Yeah, yeah, it's not gonna happen. Wing attack, energy generation decrease. Wing attack wasn't a busted move, so I don't understand this. Because it was, what was the stat? It was like less than. It wasn't even a poison jab, right? Poison jab. I'm assuming if 5-8, it's yes, it's Vine Whip. Vine Whip. Karate Chop, Powdered Snow, Vine Whip. So that's what Wing Attack used to be. Now energy generation decreased. So what's the purpose of this? Like, what are they trying to nerf? Okay. Oh, that's actually a good point. You remember, like, yes, yes, yeah. I don't know if this is like more like Pokemon, like a Pokemon update or Pokemon Go update. So I remember when I used to watch Pokemon TCG videos, and they were always saying whenever the Flyers are meta, it's just a bad meta, and I can understand why. Like Flyers meta is not a fun meta to play. So maybe that's why. Like maybe that's the reason. Is like they don't want. They know that like whenever there is too much Flyers in the meta, it's just going to be a bad meta. Yeah, Mantine, Pelipper, Charizard. Oh, Gligar. Yeah, Gligar. Oh, dude, I forgot the main Pokemon. I think those were like the main. Ooh, dude, Golbat was just slightly behind the meta and almost meta. Yeah, almost meta. Queeble. Queeble and Little Cub, right? Yeah, the first evolution is actually was good in Little Catch Cub because it has Ducklet moveset, but it doesn't have the flying. So it resists Icy Wind from Seal. So that thing had an actual decent play in Little Cup, but now I don't know. I don't know about this. We will talk about Little Cup later. And now, the main, the main one, the fan favorite typing counter fighter. Counter is like the most busted fast move in the entire game. Basically, it does one more damage than Poison Jab. I think two more damage than Vine Whip, but generate one less energy. By far the most oppressive fast move in the game. And the reason was because basically they just had to give us a busted fast move for to handle the steel types. Now with the energy generation decreased, I'm assuming it's just going to be like an offense type fast move that works on shadow Pokemons, Rob? Oh, counter still hit slightly harder than bullet punch. Bullet punch is, I think, that does 2 less damage than counter, but generates the same amount of energy. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's where you're gonna see it. Annihilate. I think the matchup you want to talk about is like basically Annihilate into Azo. Annihilate Energy Lead can like put Azo under pressure because 2 Shadow Balls would KO. And if you are 1 counter up, you get to 2 Shadow Balls before they get to 2 play offs. But now this doesn't happen. Yes. Yes. They do lots of damage, no energy. Exactly, like another matchups like Vigoroth into Gligar. Like how the heck something with counter which is resisted by flyers beat Gligar? And the answer is just basically because it has counter. So energy duration decreased. I think we will see body slam and like Vigoroth getting to body slam in 6. So I don't think we will see Vigoroth. So just that's the main thing. Dig. I was hoping they make more moves similar to Dig. I was like saying that one day Water Pulse and Dragon Pulse will become 80 for 50 energy, 80 power, 80. I don't know why they say power. It's damage. Okay, 50 energy does 80 damage. Now it's 70. That's bad. That's like we're talking about 1.4 DPE. Yeah, that's Iron Head. Yeah, that's Iron Head. Oh my, that's all the horrible charge moves. so, so Gligar out. Parabolic charge. Who does learn that? I know. I only know that Billy Bolt knows how to parabolic charge. Oh, they are giving it to the enemy. Oh, is it? Oh, oh, Billy Bolt, the Dene, and Heliolisk. Oh, that's cool. Yeah. Wait, it's what's the energy for that? Discharge. What is parabolic? 55 energy for 70? That's horrible. So, oh, Hyper Beam. Oh, okay, Skull Bash versus. Okay. So, yes, it needs to be 45. Because, yeah, there is a sad matchup. The Dene into Altaria. Altaria actually wins the 2 if the Altaria shield fairy move. And the Dene dies to the Dragon Breath plus the Sky attack. That's how sad that matchup is. So, again, what Rob is basically saying, it needs to be 45 energy because all of these Pokemons, they literally die pretty fast because they don't have defense. And you're giving them like a move that will take 55 energy, which means by the time they get it, they would be already like 30% HP. Yes. Yes. Like, yes, it's like in Lapras matchup, you throw 40 skull bashes. Body slam from 60 to 50. This is like the old Aquatail, like the bad Aquatail. Aquatail now is 55, right? I think. Yeah, like because yeah, Aquatail used to be 50. They made it 55, and now yes. So body slam is the old Aquatail, which is used to be a move that does no damage. Now body slam is just a move that does no damage, but they are buffing Swift. Energy cost decrease, which means they keep the damage. So what's the damage for a Swift? What's so 50? Oh, it's so okay. So Swift is the new Aquatail. No, like like the old Aquatail is 55. Like what? Wait, a good one. Swift is the new body slam, but the better body slam now. Who does learn Swift? That's the biggest question. So let's go. Dude, why they keep buffing Wigglytuff? I feel like we get to the point where like Wigglytuff will just beat everything. Let's go Master League. Yes. It's okay. Well, I think like the main thing about Swift is like matchups like Azu, where like you just want to throw charge moves as soon as possible, especially when you switch into the Azu. Now, looking at the Pokemons that do learn Swift, it's Luna. I don't know if you are in setting. Yes, I have it for Masters because Masters is supposed to show everything. Oh no, it doesn't. Okay, so in Master League, Clefable, Uxie. Okay, I have a rank 5 Great League Uxie, by the way. So that's a weird flex, but yeah, Clefable. Like you need the Meteor Mash for like stuff like the fairies, okay? And the main one used to be for A9. For A9 and a Lone Sand Slash, exactly. So Clefable can beat a Lone Sand Slash, straight Meteor Mash. So you have to give up Moonblast, and you need Moonblast for something like Jellicent, right? I wouldn't say it nerf. It's like a rebalance. Like, yes, like that's the thing. So I don't know about Clefable if you run Swift or no, but I believe like people will just maybe drop Meteor Mash and just like Moonblast to Swift in like just to have a debuff move. Oh, okay. I'm using the old season, by the way. It's number 8. It moved from 32. Oh, yeah. Yeah, 2 buffs. Okay. Before pacing. The biggest challenge for the Clefable used to be Lantern. Because Clefable needs, I think, 1 Fairy Wind to beat Lantern in the 0 or the 1. I don't... Doesn't matter now. Because you're getting 2 buffs. Exactly! Yeah, so it's saying that the nightmare for dragons and fighters and Lantern is back in the face of Clefable. Why Outshering is meta? 44. Shadowclaw Swift, close combat. Oh, okay. I have a rank 1 Ultra League Shadow Outshering. I would love to use it, to be honest. That thing. I think I streamed once using... What's that? It beats Fit Alligator. Oh, I don't think it beats it. It destroys it. Yeah. Do you have to bait? Oh, you only win the 2-0. Swift does 36%. Yeah, like with the shadow close, it does 50%. Yep. uh, I think I want to see Oxy. Hisuian. I didn't know that. Okay, so you know. Okay, so like there was. I mean, this matchup is interesting in the Electric Cup because Hisuian Electrode was technically the only core breaker in the entire meta. But the problem was that in the meta, you kind of like the Pokemon kind of suck because you throw Wild Charge or you throw, I think, Energy Ball. But now you can just throw Swift. And the only Pokemon I think used to be like Minun. The Minun has non-electric damage with a quick attack. I think like this will make Hisuian Electrode basically the best Pokemon in Electric Cup if it ever comes back. Yeah. Didn't end up being like a Sinnoh Cup, the Hisui Cup. Didn't the Hisui Cup ended up being a Sinnoh Cup? Yeah, and it moved to become like Gastrodon, Empoleon, Gastrodon, Empoleon, Drapion, Bastiodon. That was the meta. Uxie. I think this is the one I will be trying until I hit rank 20. It has Confusion Swift with Future Sight. So the Lantern matchup was so close in the 0. I think it's a good one now. Yeah. Okay. No. Wait. Cloudsire, Wigglytuff, Dunspots. Those are wins for Uxie. Yeah, and the 2 you get trashed. Yeah, there is no way. The Charjabug matchup isn't bad, but you tie in the 2. You tie in the 2. I mean, Charjabug. I don't know why. I feel like every meta Pokemon right now that didn't get a nerf will be big next season, but nobody seems to care about Charjabug. I feel like, yeah, it's like lead it into a water or a Skarmory, GG. Yeah, Ferrothorn is the Pokemon that beat all the water, and you beat Lickitung and Umbreon, but you can't use it because if you have it against like a Altaria or like a Registeel or like a fighter, there is nothing you could do. Talonflame. Talonflame, yeah, you give them like more energy. I don't know about Typhlosion. Like I saw it a lot at the beginning of the season, but then by the end of the season, nobody used it. Oh my. I was watching a streamer the other day who also kept getting clapped by Typhlosion. I was like, why do I keep losing to Typhlosion? Yeah, why there is so many of them? Exactly. Why it's so many? It's not even good like on the ranking, right? Like let's take a look at the ranking. Okay, Great League. What is Typhlosion? Yeah, it's rank 188. Yeah, I think so. I think it's like just people like if you get like incinerate leads, it's just become like very very good of a matchup. Like because you need that one incinerate in the lead. So we talked about the Swift and Mud Shot. Okay. Yes. That's what I'm saying. Okay, so the problem with mod shot is like, okay, in Great League you kind of need to throw hydro cannons or mud or aqua tails or like mud bombs if you're Whiscash, Clodsire, sorry, Quagsire or Swampert. But in Master League there's a problem where like Lando into Dialga wins the zero because the Sandsteel Storm doesn't KO. But now with the extra damage, it might does. Like you might just win the zero. So Lando might have some fast move push it. So because it will do more damage and it's a 2-turn fast move, which usually I always end up rounding up extra damage, right? Because I like how the formula works. Like usually, like let's say 2.1, it's going to be 3, right? It rounds up. So in Master League, it might be interesting, but in Great League, I think it's dead. Do you agree or no, Rob? Okay. 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 I see. I see what you're saying. So, like, in the okay, there was a matchup like the Clodsire Mir, basically. You need a good IV Shadow Quagsire, so you can live 2 Aqua Tails plus the Mud Shot. I don't think this can happen now. So whoever built a high rank Clodsire Quagsire, I think it's going to be bad. You kind of need like an attack weighted one now because the second Aqua Tail is supposed to KO now. Okay. So Quagsire, Shadow 7, non Shadow 27. 27? Okay. Oh my. Oh, that's like a lot. Yeah. Yeah, it's like a Pokemon with a decent coverage, I guess. And decent stat. Okay. Speaking of fair, okay, if you remember the matchup Yukai into Inadequance led Giratina Origin, and Yukai led Quag. I was like, looked at it, I'm like, there is no way Quagside's going to win this. And then Quag threw Stone Edge, it did like 90%, and then like the Aqua Tail after KO'd, and like Quag literally beat Giratina Origin. I'm like, how the hell did that happen? I've no like usually you use the dragons to beat the Mud Boys, but the Quagsire beated the Giratina Origin. I'm like, yeah. I think that yeah, I think that yeah, the main reason was basically in the Mir, you live 2 Aqua Tails plus the Mud Shot in between. So I don't know about the new season. So if that is a case, you might need to build a high attack Shadow Quag. Okay, what's next? Future Sight. I don't know why they are doing this. It's basically they are trying to make a Cress less versatile of a Pokemon because Cress is always like, do they have Future Sight or they have Grass Knot, you know? I think with this, they are just trying to make it like one dimension Pokemon, like always Grass Knot, Moonblast, no Future Sight. Okay, number 1, Future Sight Lugia. Doesn't does Tabuleli has Astonish? Fast move? Yeah. I know that because I was coaching someone. They swapped that thing. I'm like, okay, go down wings, go down wings. They went down wings. That thing had Astonish. They were able to farm it down. I'm like, what the heck do they have? Like, what? That's fast move. I'm sure this thing loads confusion. Yeah, they both have it. Okay, number 2. Okay. Yes. Yep. Yeah. Well, like I took a look at the Oranguro. I think if I would run it, I would always run Trailblaze with Brutal Swing now with the current move set, with the new move set. Yeah. Yes. And yeah, Gator is too busted. Now Fire Spin from 10 damage to 11. What? Okay, here comes the Soul Galileo. Why are you so happy? Wait, you didn't put Ember now? Okay. So yeah. Yeah, Ember doesn't generate energy. It's like a Dragon Breath on a 2-turn fast move. And Dragon Breath is good because it's 1 turn, not because it has that stats. Uh yeah. No. The same? Yeah. What's the ranking like now with the new Fire Spin? Oh, that's very close. Okay. Okay, I have one with return. Like I'm still saving it since like forever. Yeah, that's a good shiny one. It's one of the best shinies. I feel like they actually spent time on Shadow on shiny Ninetale. Now moving into why doesn't okay okay I think yeah, I think it's just because you're bulkier basically, and you can survive a liquidation. They don't survive exactly. That's actually a very interesting matchup. Like yes, yep. Now Steel Wing. The thing that get me excited the most, energy generation decrease. This Discovery will no longer throw sky attacks. I feel like Discovery will take like 70 seconds to get to a sky attack. Uh, oh, that's a good point. Like I think it's just a tap Pokemon, so you don't care about throwing a sky attack because even if it takes you like 3 more fast moves to throw a sky attack against Azu, you're still gonna win because Steel Wing does so much damage. Exactly. Like, okay, you're not allowed to run Scummery anymore. I think Steel Wing was like good on like an anti-meta Pokemon, Shadow Empoleon, stop running non-Shadow. It's bad. Okay, run Shadow. And the Azo matchup became so dominant for the Empoleon. It used to be like a soft loss. Now it's like just a win. Unless like the Empoleon Fat Finger and keep over farming without throwing a charge move. But I think there's like some cool update to the Empoleon, which they are giving it. I think it has Metal Claw, and Metal Claw energy generation increased. Okay. Okay. I want to see it. I mean, I don't mind it. No. Before you, there is Duskmane also learns Metal Claw. I feel like every move that Duskmane has actually get a buff. Like that Pokemon is like the most buffed Pokemon now. Okay. Yeah. Wait, what? Holy. If it get +2. Yeah, that's my next question. Like, do we get to counter? Like, does Ferrathon still exist or no? I mean, I don't think Ferrathon will be an actual counter because exactly. And there is a sad matchup for Pharaoh, which is Obama Snow, where you can't run Flash Cannon. If you run Flash Cannon, you're just gonna lose the 2, and you can't run if you run Mirror Shot, you still lose because the Mirror Shot doesn't do enough damage. But now with Metal Claw buff, if they give it 2, which I believe so. I don't hate Stunfisk. Okay, I don't hate Stunfisk. I think, yeah, I love Stunfisk. Stunfisk was a good Pokemon. Okay, it wasn't accessible. It was meta, but it was a very accessible Pokemon. And IV wasn't a huge issue. Nobody cared about the IVs. Ultra League. That's good. So I think Ferrathon never been more than that. Like Ferrathon, yeah, I think Ferrathon now, if they give it Metal Claw, you could beat Giratina in some shield scenarios. Yeah, that thing is going to be Omega scary. But the thing is, you lose to Palkia now, right? Which is the best Pokemon. Yeah, you lose to Palkia. Yeah, Dialga, Zacian, Yveltal. That's my team next season. Rhyperior. Yeah, Rhyperior is actually insane. Rhyperior is going to be a Chad for like a non-legendary Pokemon, like literally clapping all legendaries. That's going to be huge. Trailblaze, energy cost decreased, which is something I'm happy about. Trailblaze does no damage. It's so expensive for a 50 charge move. Yes, it boosts your fast move, but it does no damage. So, and some people might say it's a flame charge clone, but flame charge people have Incinerate, the best oppressive fast move in the game, right? Yes, exactly. So like, this buff is kinda needed because you don't have Incinerate on Trailblaze Pokemons. Zap Cannon, chance to lower the opposing Pokemon's attack is decreased. So it's 65, 60 now. I believe it's going to be 35. Yeah. I don't care if it's 0. It could be 0. Registeel will still be OP, okay? Like the yeah. The problem with Registeel is like Registeel should never get Zap Cannon, okay? Because Registeel counters used to be water Pokemons. Then they gave it Zap Cannon, it became a hard counter to the water Pokemons, like something like Poliwrath. If you're playing an Ultra League against like a very bulky Registeel, like a traded one with 0 attack, Poliwrath has to double shield. Like, that's how insane the matchup is. And if they get debuff, Poliwrath will be useless after beating the Registeel because it's double debuff. Yeah. It's still one-shot Gator. Like, into Gator, like, it doesn't matter if you get the debuff or no, you're still one-shotting it, as Rob just mentioned. Yeah. It's fine. Wait. Yeah. It does no damage. Yeah. Scald. I mean, otherwise people won't trade for them, right? Well, the answer is basically because they made lots of money from PvPers trying to get Ultra League Registeel. Because you have to have a very bulky Registeel. Like, you have to trade it with like a very low friendship, because like the very tanky Registeel could beat Deoxys defense down a shield, like in the 0-1. With like a rated one, you literally lose like the 0 and the 1. So like there is a big difference. Another matchup is like the Poliwrath. You could, like, if you have the very bulky, like let's say top 15, you do get to 2 zaps. So which means you grab 2 shields from a Pokemon that is supposed to be your hard counter. Yeah. I think I said like there is 3 mistakes in the game. Number 1, Rock Slide G-Fisk. Number 2, Zap Cannon Registeel. Number 3, I will save it for another video because I actually don't remember it. No. I think Scald was a huge mistake. Like not, yeah, the last season Scald. It's like they swap in Whiscash, you go Cresselia, which is supposed to be a Pokemon that destroys 3 Whiscashes, and then they get 2 Scald debuffs, and they no longer need to. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, just run Scald. Smackdown, Rob. It's going to do 1 less damage. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so I mean, T-Tod runs Bite. Yeah. I think that's what they're trying to do. They are trying to say just run Mud Slap, basically. Yeah. Razor Leaf. 1 less damage. Yeah. Like, this is my favorite thing in the entire update. Because now there is no longer like a brain dead teams like Basti, Wigglytuff with Tropius, or Basti, Shadowvic, Tropius. Because like Tropius is just so bulky of a Pokemon to do that much damage. It's like bulky Pokemons like are not supposed to do damage, and then you have Razor Leaf, which just hit extremely hard and makes like matchups very scuffed. Like why Tropius beat Gudra? Can someone tell me? When all of their damage is resisted, or like, yeah, you have Thunder Punch, but it's a neutral. While like Razor Leaf is resisted. Like that matchup is, yeah, it's a sad matchup. Yeah, I remember like we were talking about like if there would be two Shadow Pokemons that would change the meta. I think Shadow Gudra came in #1, and the one I said after is like Shadow Mantine, because they are refusing to give Mantine better second charge move. So the only way to buff it is actually giving us the Shadow, right? Bullet Seed. Yeah. Oh, you could run Bubble, yeah. Astonish. Among Us. Didn't they tease one day, like Among Us Community Day or something? I could swear there was like a teasing video Among Us Community Day. Because Among Us, I have a rank 5, top 5 IVs for both leagues, just waiting. Yeah. Wow. How does it beat Gudra? How does it beat Gudra? Okay. Yeah, Dragon Breath. So what's the difference now between Astonish and Shadow Claw? Okay. So it's basically like the old counter in 3 turns? Okay. Yep, they buffed it once and they buffed it twice. It's a 3.3. Bro. It's a mud slab. Okay, it's 1 less damage than Dragon Tail, but 1 more energy, which make it actually overall better than Dragon Tail. Wow. Yeah. Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot. I do have one, like... That was my point. Just run double debuff now. You just like, if you need ghost damage, you get it from the fast move. Yeah, like Drifloon is back. Let's go. I love that Pokemon. There was a season where I used it and it was so fun because people were trying to counter Drifloon with like stuff like Trev. To just like spam Icy Wind, and then the Trev has nothing to do after, or like they bring in Cress or Giratina. It's like, yeah. Oh yeah, there is a Shadow now as well. I don't have a good one for Shadow. I mean, yeah. Yeah. Exactly, like it's too good. You don't care if it's Shadow or non-Shadow. Goldingo. Oh, Palosan doesn't have. I think Palosan is the biggest winner actually because it doesn't have Shadow Claw. Like, Yes. Yeah. It might make Palossand one of the best, like, one of the actual best Pokemons in the Halloween Cup now. Because, like, the biggest issue with it, yeah. I mean, Golok runs Mud Slap, right? Okay. And it got a huge buff. Yep. Yep. So anything with Astonish, easy. Very win. Dusknoir. It's rank 16. It's rank 16 in Ultra League. I mean, I'm happy with that. It's like a better Gengar, right? What coverage does it have? I mean, it has Psychic, Poltergeist, Dark Pulse. I guess you run Shadow Punch, Dark Pulse, Focus Blast. I would hate Ice Punch. No, I don't like the thing about Ice Punch is like just the move that makes everything perfect, right? Like if you're in a buff Pokemon, yeah. I'm like a fan of like no, give it a 50 energy move. 35 energy. What was the electric move? What was the electric move? Yeah, parabolic charge or that thing. Yep. It has decent stats. Like the stat is 4,000. It's like above Swampert. I think Swampert and Talonflame is 3,800. So, yep. I mean, you run Dusclops in the Great League. Like it's very defense weighted with decent attack. Dusclops, Hex. Yeah, Hex Feint attack. Yeah. Let's not talk about Enormous because I didn't rate that Pokemon. I don't want to remind anyone about it. I'm actually pretty salty about it now. Yeah. Like, like Niantic pulled a weird play. Like they released it in the Valentine Day and raid day. It's like, are you guys for real? Like, you think people are actually going to raid out? Like imagine during the Valentine Day, like your wife is waiting and then like, oh, I can't go back home. I'm actually raiding Enormous. That like we would love to, but we couldn't, right? Shadow Jumpluff. Yeah, that's the thing about it. It does damage now. Remember that. Yeah. And Brutal Swing. I think Jumpluff is the main winner in Great League. In Ultra League, we're talking about Clefable and Master League. I would like to believe the Florges. Weezing is actually decent in every themed cup where you could use him because like the variety of moves that just make him like extremely annoying to play against. Like I wouldn't like to play against Weezing because it doesn't matter what Pokemon you have. Weezing has a super effective move for that. what about Master League? Does it now beat Dialga comfortably or no? Holy. Oh, Xerneas is a big one. Okay. Well, Bevelda's becoming the MVP of the entire season. Okay, now Mud Slap. Mud Slap's gonna do 1 more damage and energy generation increase. Oh, I thought we talked about... oh, okay, let's go back. Oh, I thought we talked about it like when... Because I'm sure we talked about Medi and Machamp. So, Karate Chop. Who learns it now? I think they said Pangoro. Magmotor had a play in Love Cup, and that's the only time that's the only cup you would play Shadow Magmotor. It's basically like Love Cup because it has Thunderbolt and it can one-shot all the waters that people use in that one. And it's kind of like an off meta pick in that cup. It's not even meta or close to be anti-meta. It's just like very situationally good. Because like Licky is very dominant in that cup, and waters were everywhere like Alola Malola and Talonflame. So you could one-shot most of the stuff with the Thunder, the electric move. You can always grab a shield. Machamp. Primeape. Wait, so everything except Annihilape? Oh, he doesn't... Okay, so there is a chance. Okay. So, maybe they give it to Annihilape, actually. Like, can they give it to Annihilape, please? Niantic? I mean, it's a bulky Pokemon. It's better to have a three-turn fast move, right? Yeah, I prefer like bulky Pokemon to have a 3-turn fast move. They are annoying with 2. Pangoro is number 9. Do you remember Scrafty? When it used to be top 5 all the time? Scrafty was top 5 ever since it was released until like 3 seasons ago. But because PvPoke was always assuming that everyone shield power-up punches. Yes. Magby. Does Magby go to Great League? Yo, Magby beat A/Slash. Let's go. Where does it go to? Oh, 1496. That's decent. Yeah. So if you just get a lucky best buddy one. Karate Chop, Break. Dude, I love this thing. Fire Punch, Break. What? Dude, this Pokemon is sick. Yeah, it doesn't have stats. Yeah. Like, the matchup into S was just so sad. You beat Wigglytuff. Hello? Look. Do we go... Okay, let me see. Do we go straight break and win? You still win straight break. You lose the 0. I mean, break debuff, right? Break debuff, right? It decreases the defense. So, like, the first break... Yeah, the first break does 22%. The last one does 33%. I'm gonna try. Now I'm gonna try this Pokemon next season. Hey, everyone's gonna run Wigglytuff. Mud Slap. More damage, more energy. What is going on, Niantic? More damage, more energy on a move that was literally buffed last season. Yes. Yeah, no longer need to run counter. It has good. It's not bad. Oh, Grimer. Yeah, Grimer has it. I think Grimer now destroys Sableye because the Sableye matchup was just so close as a Grimer. You like Mud Slap? Oh, Barbaracle. I mean, don't you run? Yes. Dude, screw Dugong. That Pokemon is just a nightmare for me. Oh, that's good now. I'm assuming because... Okay. The fun part when you say really fast, I'm like, nah, no, you don't. Because like Mud Slap used to be like very slow generation energy, very slow generation fast move. I'm like, no, it doesn't. Like I still can't stop Kangaskhan. Yeah, it has Mud Slap, Power Up Punch. Just yeah, yeah. They need to bring back Kanto Cub. I mean, you could farm it down before like the buff, but now I'm assuming you destroy it entirely with Mud Slap. Holy. Yep. So in Great League, Gastrodon. In Great League, Gastrodon. In Ultra League, Gastrodon Ultra League. Master League Gastrodon. Okay, Poison Sting. Drapion. I think that's it. Oh, okay. Never mind. Cloudside. I think Cloudside is number one now. I actually don't hate that. Okay. Dude, I freaking hate Ariados. Ariados used to give me nightmares, spamming freaking lunge or like the other move, cross poison. I hate Ariados, man. Now Ariados is actually getting like a huge buff. It's rank 6. Yes. Like Ariados destroys Feraligatr. Look at this. The 783. Oh, it has Tail Blaze. Never mind. Why does it lose to Machamp? Oh, Rock Slide, I guess. Rock Slide. Machamp Stone Edge? Oh. Oh, you're right, actually. Yeah, you're right. Now. Yeah. You are actually right, because now we have a more energy generation from Karate Chop. No need to run Rock Slide, just run Stone Edge, right? To get nerfed from the season after? Well, to be fair, I have two, I think, for every league. Yeah. Well, to be fair, yes, we're gonna need lots of elite TMs, but I think every season we're getting at least 2 elite TMs. I think. Isn't Scroopy going to be number one? Yeah, I think I looked up the custom rank for the Little Cub. Scroopy actually going to be number one for Little Cub. Okay, what comes after? Psywave. This is the move that I have no clue about, or whoever learns this move. Malamar. But the problem with Malamar is like that the typing is just scuffed. Okay. Why it's why it's number 4 in Ultra League suddenly? Oh wait, yeah, Cresselia, Cobalia, and Giratina, Licky Licky, Brizian. So what's Psywave basically? How many turns? Oh, nothing happened. No. Oh, I see it. One turn, 3.6 damage per turn, 4 energy per turn. Is this like against the? No, I think this is Sims or something. Ah, so it's a Dragon Breath or better Dragon Breath? Yes. It's a 3 for 4. That's lots of energy too. Is it Sand Attack? What Sand Attack is? Holy, that's insane actually. Yeah, more energy. Dragon Claw. No, Body Slam is 35, Superpower is 40. 50. Yep. 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 It's like, when they swap in Skeletorge into your Licky, and then like Licky is like sud like that. You will see the health bar going down kind of fast. That's how it's going to happen. Like I noticed that it beats Giratina and Cress and Cobalion and Virizion and Licky Licky. Like, yep. So it does enough damage to like put them in a in health range for a move that does no damage. I guess. It used to be a horrible matchup for Malamar. It's actually very interesting how like a bad matchup suddenly become a very good matchup. That's how it used to be like for Registeel against Water, and it's going to be the same for like Malamar into Galarian Weezing. The MVP, the one that nobody actually guessed, Rollout. Everyone was saying it's going to be 6. I said it at least need to be 7 for Rollout to be good. And Niantic made it even more. It's 8. Almost twice the damage. I think Incinerate's still number 1. Rollout, it's 8 for 13. Okay. Holy. Like, okay, think of it. It's like it's a snarl that does almost twice the damage. Like Geomancy is 413. Rollout is 813. Yes. And look at the damage. Yeah. Yeah. Everything is 1. Exactly. Everything is 1 and the allowed here like 2.6. Which is not even like it's a close but not. Yeah. Good turn. So if it's so what's the purpose for this? Like now like the problem with Dunspots was like 2 moves do not KO any steel Pokemon. So I think like they needed to buff it this way for like 2 moves to actually KO. Like G-Fisk lives 2 drill runs. And the rollout does no damage. Everything that basically rolls. Yeah, I think everything that is capable of rolling can technically learn this move. So let's see rollout in. So rollout, we have Licky Licky, Meltank. Oh, Meltank. Yo. Yeah, Meltank is actually the biggest winner. It's not Licky Licky. It's not Dunspots. Exactly. Like, yes, they nerfed this, but they massively buffed this. So you're going to get the damage from here. And like rollout used to be like the fast move that doesn't do super effective against the flyer because the stats is just horrible. Now it does lots of super effective damage if they switch in a flyer. Like the matchup, yep, exactly. Like Rock Slide technically isn't nerfed because what you lost the damage from here, you gained here. So it's still the same matchup technically. Yeah. Yep. Which is even worse. Like, you don't want, usually, whenever you lose a swap, you don't want the opponent to come with energy lead. Yep. Sucker Punch. I do believe that this is the actual hot fast move. Everything with Sucker Punch. Yveltal. Okay. Okay. My top ranking is Yveltal, Low Kicks, and Galarian Moltres. Okay, I only have one. Okay, what's the second one? Okay. What about Great League? Okay. So the thing, like, so basically, like, Sucker Punch has the counter stats before the nerf, which make it does enough damage in Master League that you don't need to throw Focus Blast on the Alga. You can just go straight Dark Pulse. Once you land one Dark Pulse, you can literally farm all the way down after. That's how busted the fast move is. Yeah. Well, like the Alga, it's why it's close. Yeah, why it's close. Which mean if they are running a, let's say my Zygarde is 11, what? Why it's not typing? 1 second. 12, 13. So if they have a bad Zygarde, you actually win. It's an IV dependent now. Yeah, my Zygarde, like, this is my Zygarde stats. Yeah, if you don't have a Hundo, you lose to Yveltal now. Holy. Yep. You still win. Yeah, you lose now. They need 14 defense and 14 HP, basically. Yep. Evil Tal wins. Yeah, they need 14 defense, 14 HP. So, Evil Tal into Dialga, man. This is a horrible matchup for Dialga now. What the heck? So you lose to the Fairy. Why? You lose to the Hyperion. I mean, they have Rockricker, right? The Palkia one you lose with lots of energy, which means if they swap into you, you actually win. Yep. Safe swap Evil Tal next season. By fairies. Zacian is back next season, 100%, because you need Snarl for the Necrozmas, and then there is Yveltal, which is everywhere, and people are going to try to run Palkia as I counted, so Zacian is going to be insane next season. Yeah, it's close. Yeah, so if the Xerneas isn't full HP, you actually win. Yep, you can actually flip it. Rashi, I think Rashi has the same as Palkia. If they swap late, you just win. Metagross matchup is still close. I think it's just whoever lands the nuke first. Because Meteor Mash, yeah, Meteor Mash is busted. I mean, Rockricker does 80%. Breaking Swipe. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, you win the two. The one is very close. It's one fast move. Yeah, it's one fast move. I still can't comprehend that Mod Slab is actually a move that does damage and generate energy now. I still can my brain still cannot process this. Yes. Yes. It goes up. I mean, the animation is supposed to be throwing mud into you, but sometimes yes, if you swap into it, it gets very scuffed and it goes up instead of going to you. uh Sky attack. I don't know about Lugia, because now Lugia, yes, it's more expensive, but Lugia can throw a better charge move. Can we say that, or no? It's just more expensive and period. It's just words. Yeah. Yeah. Fly Tropius. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, because that was the thing. When they first introduced Fly, it was literally similar to Sky Attack. Like, same stats, same damage. Yep. 85, 55. Now moving to Surf. I don't know. This is very, very weird. For 75 for 45. I guess they just want Lantern out of the meta. Now, this is... Yeah. Now, this is the business. Bone Club. From 40 to 55. On a 40, is it 40 or 35? What's the energy for Bone Club? Yeah, 35. From being a move that's like completely bad into a move that's literally like buffed Aquatail. So this is the new Swift, basically. Now, you know, like, if you're using AWAC, yeah, if you're using AWAC, you're not gonna cry every time they no-shield the Bone Club. It's actually a good move now. Yep, if you're using KWAC with Mud Slap, that's gonna hurt. Again, they can make anything happen, right? Yep, it's becoming like, oh my. Does it have Rock Tomb or the other ones, or no? Nah, ouch. Okay, now my favorite, Brutal Swing from 65 to 55. Again, new Swift, a new Bone Club, new the after buff Aquatail. So now actually you don't need to run Dragon Claw on Guzzlord. You can just run Brutal Swing, Sludge Wave, right? Sludge Bomb. Uh, yeah. Yes. Why? Ampharos. I think the Ampharos now is weird because Shadow Ampharos needed in the past, if the assuming the Ampharos into Giratina Altered, if the Giratina Altered is Raid IV, Shadow Ampharos can beat Giratina Altered with 2 Brutal Swing. Now you need 3. But that's in the past, you have assuming that the Giratina Altered is Raid IV. If it's traded IV, then no, you actually need 3. So now it's more reliable that you always need to throw 3. Similar goes to Cress. You always throw 3 because the previously and against Cress, you do need 3. Now it's always 3. So I like this on Ampharos. Yes. 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 That's exactly. This is weird because, like, in the past, Niantic doesn't make anything close to the OP moves. Like, as an example, nothing became like Body Slam, right? Because the argument was like normal Pokemons do not have a good normal fast attack, so they have an OP charge attack to just balance it out. But now they just like, okay, we don't care anymore. Who care about logic? Let's just give this. These are the new update. These are the new stats. Nightshade. Yeah. Yep. So now spam, spam, get out. Spam, spam, get out. Like you no longer is switch locked. Nightshade. I think there is only one Pokemon learns Nightshade. It's Noctowl. I don't have a Hisuian Typhlosion. Yes. Yes. Yeah. I have a Hundo. Can I use it in Master League? That's weird. Oh, yeah, yeah. Frolish has it. What the heck is that? Oh, yeah, yeah. Okay. Now, this is something like more of like a Niantic trying to make something different. Because I feel like Niantic's way to balance the game is like, okay, these moves are meta. In 2 seasons, they won't be meta. We're gonna introduce a new moves that literally have the same stats. So Power Gem. Now it's 85 and energy cost decrease. So everything that has Power Gem will be the new Rock Slide users, right? So as an example, it's Carbink and Sableye. Carbink, Sableye, Ampharos. Yeah. And Vince Queen? Vespa Queen. So I think the Power Gem matchup, it's important in the Azu Shadow Sableye matchup. If you are Shadow Sableye, you actually do need an attack weighted Sableye because the Power Gem just doesn't do any damage. So you can win the two. So that's why you have to go an attack weighted Sableye. But now with the new Power Gem, you might just go for any IV. Yeah, just run any IV because it's more damage and less energy. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Okay, Shadow Punch. It's a 3 Pokemons. I think that's it. It's basically they gave Shadow Sableye, like they gave Sableye a better move that's not Return, because Return, like it used to be good back in the days when Pokemons used to take forever to get to a charge move, but now Return feels like it's not like what you want to run. You want to have an anti-flying move. You want to hit Dugong with super effective move as well, if possible. Shadow Punch again. Shadow Punch, Swift, Brutal Swing. 55 for 35. Yep. So a new move update. Lydian with counter. How do you feel about that? Yeah, it's non-stab and nerfed. Ouch. Fortress with Volt Switch. I don't know how I feel about this. The matchup used to be scuffed. This thing has Rock Tomb, right? So okay. I mean, now it has Volt Switch and Rock Tomb. So the Rock Tomb, I'm assuming, will eventually... You shield once, Rock Tomb debuff their attack, and then... you doing your thing after, right? As a bug, just to start throwing the bug moves. Okay. I love to hear that. Okay, because Feraligatr so far feels so free in the meta and every meta. That's good to hear. Alolan Sand Slash. Oh, that's a good one. A slash. Yeah. I mean, it's always. Oh, it's just one fast move. Yep, it's one fast move. So if they swap into you. So it's if you just need that one volt switch, which basically you just need to aggressively swap it after you get rid of the fire. Yeah, after you get rid of the fire. Fort spam. Okay, I expected that counter will be nerfed the moment I saw the stats for fort spam because it wasn't better than counter. I'm like, the only way that this move will be good if they make counter horrible, which they did. So now they are trying to make stuff using this charge move, which is I don't know how I feel about it. I don't care about Minshino. Hariyama, I think that is another form of Hariyama, which is either steel fighting or electric. Iron Hands. Oh, it's a different Pokemon? Oh, so it's not. I thought like it's going to be like like AWAC. Oh, I see. Okay. So Breloom. It's weird because it has good stats. It's the only Pokemon with good stat that's actually not meta. Has every move, but it doesn't have stats to fight. I think there was a matchup they swapped Breloom into my something that a fighter is supposed to beat, but I won that matchup. Okay, Clefable with the Draining Kisses. Are you gonna consider that or no? Yeah. I think maybe Togetic. You run it on Togetic over Aerial Ace. I think that's the main thing on Togetic over Aerial Ace. Why did I think it's 45? Oh, that's disarming. That's disarming. Oh my. Oh my. Yeah. Ribombe. Tabulele getting Draining Kisses. Who cares, right? Pangoro with Karate Chop, and we talked about it. Licky Licky with Rollout. Spiritomb with Rock. Yeah, I think Spiritomb is actually going to be one of the best Pokemons because now it has Sucker Punch. It has Dark. No, what was the moveset on the Spiritomb? Sucker Punch, Shadow Ball, Shadow Sneak, and Rock Tomb. Ominous Wound. So yeah, you run Ominous Wound. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Dusk Snare, we talked about it. Gradient Slowbro, Brutal Swing. That's a good one. Yeah. Menchino. Yeah, pass him in. This Pokemon is so cool, but I don't know. It didn't get any use. Hisui Typhlosion, is it like where does it go like on CP wise? Well, every time I look at Pachad's here, I'm like, is that I think of him like he looks like Home Slice Henry. So Hisui and Decision why I think it lacks the stats. Typhlosion. I need to look to see where does this Pokemon sit in the Master League. Like, does it have Typhlosion, Hisui? Oh, it's much more attack with less HP. Oh, that's horrible. Higher attack but less HP, and 161 is like very low HP. You need to be like around 180 usually. So yeah, thanks Rob for joining me today. I appreciate that. We hold you hostage for two hours. Yeah. Yeah, stay tuned, stay tuned. Like there might be some news for the future collab with Rob, more official stuff. So yeah, thank you so much for joining us. An hour and 40 minutes to go through all of these. How do you feel about the new meta? Like, if you want to sum up. Yeah. I wanna try Yveltal. Okay. I can't wait for the new man. I have one, and it's just one, and I have been using like my adventures incense every day to trying to get like a Moltres. I have two Master Balls, like literally waiting for that thing to show up on my radar. Like, I'm just like, okay, can I just get one so I can catch it and move on? It's like, nope, nope, you're not gonna get any. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Where can people find you, Mr. Rob? Which will be in the description below. So yeah, thank you so much, everybody. Oh, go ahead. Okay. So yeah, thank you so much everyone for watching. This is the end of the video. If you like this video, make sure to leave a like. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. And that's it for today. Glad if you think you I can't even talk now. So yeah, thank you so much for watching and see you in the next video. Peace, everyone.